Chapter 49. Don't leave, Ava. I'll get better. We were just dating for 2 years, right? Adrian's lips curved in a mocking arc. Ava pressed her lips together, pain crossing her face. Adrian, I just missed you so much. He chased me forever. I wanted to forget you, so I accepted him. I never liked him. Really? Adrian's left hand covered Ava's face, his fingertips pressing into her smooth skin with slight force. Of course, the person I've always liked is only... Ava raised her voice, stopping herself at the last second from the words about to slip out. Kiss me. The man's thin lips parted slightly, spitting out 2 words. Ava's hands pressed on the wheelchair armrests. She looked very uncomfortable. Adrian, don't you like me? Ava bit down hard, closed her eyes, and kissed Adrian's lips as if extremely nervous. Like a dragonfly touching water, just a light touch. As she was about to retreat, Adrian kissed back aggressively. She was trapped between his arms and the wheelchair, forced to accept this deep kiss. Within moments, Ava felt her brain getting oxygen deprived. When Adrian got turned on, he kissed without giving the other person any way out. Even after all these years, the familiar intensity when he kissed was still so strong. Need to take a walk. Ava pushed Adrian away, her gaze drifting uncertainly to the floor. Her injury wasn't healed yet. She didn't want to keep going with him. Adrian hummed, withdrawing his deep gaze. He straightened up, walked behind the wheelchair, and pushed it outside. Ava stayed another week. Adrian handled her discharge paperwork. She thought Adrian would take her home, but he actually brought her back to the beachside villa they'd stayed at before. She used to love lying on the second-floor balcony sofa chair, feeling the breeze while watching the ocean. But right now, Adrian, I have a performance next week. Ava forced a sweet smile. If they didn't go back soon, this performance was really screwed. You sure you can dance now? Adrian looked her up and down, his tone serious. Ava nodded. Adrian, my body's recovered. The performance won't be a problem. The doctor said you need rest. You mean rest here? Ava's tone cooled slightly, her gaze at Adrian involuntarily turning cold. Is dance that important to you? Important enough to ignore your health? To ignore your injured boyfriend? Adrian didn't say that last sentence out loud. Ava looked soft and delicate on the surface, like a pure, flawless jasmine flower. But her personality wasn't like that at all. She was extremely stubborn. I know my limits. Ava's face still wore a smile, but her eyes showed none. Your limits mean going on stage injured? Ava turned her face away, not wanting to deal with Adrian anymore. If her passport and phone weren't with Adrian, she'd definitely buy a ticket home tonight. She was throwing a tantrum. Naturally, Adrian didn't coax her. After having the chef prepare her dinner, he grabbed his coat and left. Ava snorted at the direction his back disappeared. Good that he left. She didn't want to see him right now anyway. Ava lay on the sofa resting for a while. The housekeeper called her for dinner. The housekeeper was an older Chinese lady. She looked kind and gentle. Miss Ava, you haven't been here in so long. Try the chef's cooking. See if he's improved over the years. The chef didn't change, Ava said in surprise. 6 years already. Since she'd abandoned Adrian and left. With his personality, he wouldn't come back here alone. You love his cooking most. Of course Mr. Pierce wouldn't replace him. Mr. Pierce comes to stay once a year. He doesn't look as happy as when he came with you. Ava listened to the housekeeper ramble about Adrian. She ate her meal, not refuting the housekeeper's happy comments about them getting back together. She didn't think Adrian came back to reminisce about her. At most, it was some unwillingness to let go. Someone so high and mighty, abandoned at his most desperate moment. He probably resented her for life. Night. Ava felt weight in her body while sleeping. Drowsiness gradually faded. Heavy alcohol smell hit her nose. Made Ava frown involuntarily. Darkness. Her face was cut. The man's alcohol-laden mist fell on her face. She turned her face right. Why do you drink so much? Ava struggled to reach for the light, but Adrian grabbed her hand and kissed it on his lips. Ava, he murmured, calling her name, his voice carrying an unusual foolishness. The man completely clung to her, hugging her and the blanket together. Ava couldn't move at all. Adrian, don't get get drunk and act crazy. Look what time it is. Go shower. After struggling unsuccessfully, Ava raised her voice, reeking of alcohol, suffocating. Don't leave, Ava. I'll get better. The man's face buried in her neck, his low, slow voice drilled into Ava's ear, muffled with some grievance and fear. Fear of being abandoned. Ava's hand pushing Adrian stopped. Adrian wasn't good at expressing himself, but he wasn't like that with her before. Adrian told her everything about the Pierce family, including about his parents. Adrian's father was extremely possessive with severe male chauvinism. Adrian's mother came from an ordinary background. Just because Adrian's father fell for her at first sight, used extreme methods to marry her. At first, Adrian's mother escaped many times, but each time she was caught. Everyone who helped her escape paid a huge price. Gradually, she had no friends left. The people she was close to left one by one. But Adrian's mother was very beautiful. Saying she was devastatingly beautiful wasn't an exaggeration. Most men who saw her fell for her at first sight, willing to help her escape one after another. Even facing ruin, people still risked it for that devastatingly beautiful face. Until Adrian's mother got pregnant with him. The child became her restraint, tied her down. After carrying him 10 months and giving birth, Adrian's mother stopped trying to escape. She seemed resigned, but she didn't love Adrian. Didn't even let Adrian appear before her. Adrian had lived alone since childhood. Adrian and she were similar in some ways, but neither was loved by their parents. Like both had personality flaws, and also both feared being abandoned. The difference was she lacked the ability to love, wouldn't place expectations on others. But Adrian, thinking she'd saved him, fell for her. More accurately, fell for whoever pulled him out. Adrian's drowning wasn't an accident. He jumped in to kill himself.